You're too kind. Really, you're much too kind. Wait till the show gets going, you'll realise you are much too kind, honestly.
I don't know what we're going to talk about. I thought maybe when we got out here we would, but we don't, do we?
No, we don't.
Has anyone got any questions? No?
Actually, before we do that...
Another comedy avenue gone.
I did want to show you, though, actually. In the Soccer 6, which I did play
Have you brought
yesterday,
something?
I brought this to show you.
You had something planned?
No, it wasn't planned. It's not exactly planned, but this is the Soccer 6 programme. And it's mainly rock stars and that play in this. And I played in it yesterday, and they're all very handsome pictures of rock stars. But there's a picture of me in here that I don't think is quite as nice. I'd like to show it to the camera if I possibly can. Can you see that down the bottom there?
Can I see it? Oh, yeah. Look like Danny Baker. Not that that's a bad thing.
I think I look like Ron Jeremy, the porn star. A lot of people knew who that was.
The bloke in the hoop shirt really laughed at that. Do you know who Ron Jeremy is, mate? You do? He does actually. No, I've never heard of him. Have you not seen Anal Academy?
Now, you've gone very early on for an anal joke now, haven't you?
No, he did have an Anal Academy sweatshirt on. I'll tell you what, I've got your...
what have you got?
I've got your... I should tell you a bit. I've got your card, first of all. This is his dad's birthday, and so I haven't... He thought I hadn't given him anything.
No, I did think that.
And, but I have. This is the card.
OK.
And this is the present.
Hold on a sec. Football's coming home. You've written on my card.
No, I haven't written that. I bought that. I didn't write that. It'd be so crap and pathetic. I did write it. I mean, I wrote...
It actually says, to Dave, if you're reading this out on air, we must be getting desperate. I chose to read it out.
This is the present. I'll give you a quick preamble to this, Dave. I met a bloke in a pub.
That looks good.
Yeah. He works in the film industry. I can't name him because I don't know his name. But he's one of these blokes who makes creatures and things, you know, in film, special effects.
Makes creatures? Is he God?
Yeah. Because when he went up the bar, I noticed he moved in a very mysterious way. And anyway, he told me about this, and he'd worked with Robert De Niro.
Right.
And he'd had cause to make a complete body mould of... Or, not him, actually, someone who he knew had.
Right.
And they kept the genitals.
What, Robert De Niro's genitals?
Well, not the actual genitals. They didn't come off like, you know, like a wax thing. The genitals came away in their hand. This is a mould, an actual mould, life-size, of Robert De Niro's genitals.
Are you taking the piss, is it?
No, it is. He had 6 in his van. He said he couldn't do any more.
Yeah, it's not. He was trying to knock them off on the street.
See, you know, I know what you're thinking. What a load of bollocks. Yeah. But no, he did. He had 6, and it wasn't cheap.
Is it like that Bananarama song? Robert De Niro's waiting for someone to make a mould of his genitals.
Well, not badly. Honestly, it's genuine. I haven't made this story up. People say he's made that. I haven't. They're quite fragile. Right.
I'm not actually that fond of Robert De Niro that I would...
You will be when you've seen his genitals.
Right, it actually is a mould of...
It's real. It's real.
Well, he's got a big old ball bag, Robert De Niro.
I think that's generally known in Hollywood.
Well, it's lovely and golden, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he said he sprayed them, you know, to suggest regality.
I feel I could have won this in some very dodgy competition.
Is that the right way up?
What do you mean, is that the right way up?
Well, I'm not familiar with men's genitals. No. Even my own.
Well,
I've only seen from a great distance.
That's a very lovely present. How much did it cost you?
I can't tell you that. It's a present.
Yeah, but I'd quite like to know how much you actually spent on such a strange item.
Well, it wasn't cheap. It was over £50.
Really? Thank you very, very much,
That's
Frank.
all right, isn't it?
It's just what I've always wanted.
Well, you won't find one of them in your local wholesalers.
I might.
People don't believe it.
We'd like someone to be our secretary to sit over there and write down more or less what we talk about. Just not the whole thing, obviously, not every word, but just sort of headings.
Topics.
Topics, yeah. Who would like to do that?
We have the bloke with the big beard.
Yeah. Bloke with the big beard to be our secretary. We'll start in that bottom corner tonight, I think, just to finish that off. What's your name, sir, or shall we just call you bloke with the big beard?
Paul.
Pardon?
Paul.
Paul. Yeah. Do you want to lift the mic up, Paul? And I don't know if you can hear it through the beard, but... Do sit down, Paul. Do sit down, mate.
You're all right there?
Yeah, fine.
What do you do for a living, Paul?
Isn't he a novelist? Women in Love. It is him, isn't it?
It is Women in Love. It is D.H. Lawrence look-alike, ladies and gentlemen. What do you do, sir? What do you do?
I sort of look after penguins and things.
You... People are going to think this is planned. They're going to think this is planned.
What, do you run a sweet shop?
No, it's
Do you honestly look after penguins?
Where? Just in your house, or...?
something like, yeah, at the...
No, he's a sort of penguin bodyguard.
No, where?
At London Zoo.
At London Zoo. That's probably the best place for it.
That's an interesting job.
Yeah, well, has its moments.
Do you throw them the...
Those moments consist mainly of fish eating, or... Right.
Yeah, get a place on the tube, though, because you stink, so... Ain't all out your way, so...
You stink of fish?
Well, often.
I can't smell anything from here, Paul.
No, my cat licked it off, so...
Yeah, I see you're still wearing around your chin as well. Yeah. She likes that fish.
It's a pity the cat didn't lick the beard off. That's quite a big decision, that beard, Paul, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, yeah, I liked frightening girls, you see, so...
Did you?
Yeah, and what happened about that case?
Well, it worked, I moved by myself, so...
Yeah. OK.
I love Paul. I love it, it's great.
Well, I don't like, if you don't mind me saying, Dave, your kind of beard seems to me to be the worst of all possible worlds, because you've got a beard, which is crap.
Right.
Not yours in particular, but I think having a beard's a bit school-teachery.
Well, it's very good of you to say that with Paul.
No, but Paul, what I like about Paul's beard is there's no shaving required. Paul's thought, I don't like shaving, I'm just going to let it go.
Right.
Whereas you have to shave as well.
Yeah. Well, OK, so I'll try and grow one like Paul's.
Yeah, I think I should. I think it'd be great if you had one like Paul, because we'd have to spend a bit more paint on the caricature. Anyway, let's have a question.
Yeah.
We haven't had one yet.
Anyone want to ask a question?
Remember, the thing is, there's a bloke there with another beard.
Oh, yeah. Hello, sir.
You have a propensity to cross your legs together. Do you have any homosexual tendencies towards it?
I don't know if you were watching the show yesterday, but Frank gave me a big golden cock. Now, I'd say that was more a giveaway than crossing my legs. Now.
You say we crossed our legs together, is that what you said?
Yeah, basically, like symmetry, man.
And that means we're gay?
No, but you're very good friends, and you're thinking maybe there's some sort of...
Oh, for God's sake.
But you both lean forward together in a really macho-styly...
What are you, some kind of witch hunter? Gay people.
Watching you guys.
Yeah, I mean, you're not suggesting that that would be a negative thing to be, of course.
No, not at all.
Someone did once write to us, and they put it much nicer than... They said, are you... We got a letter to fantasy football that said, are you a bit light on your feet? We didn't explain, Paul. I don't know if you know what you're supposed to do. We got you up there and we became obsessed with your facial hair. Basically, if we cover any subjects at all, we want you to write them down as some sort of documenter.
Oh, right.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Your beard, so far.
So if you write my beard...
And are we gay because we cross our legs? So... Anyone who didn't see the show yesterday... Oh, my no legs.
Yes.
What's that? What have you just
It
drawn?
means because.
Oh, it means because.
Oh, very
the
good.
legs.
Homo because legs.
It's a mathematical symbol, isn't it?
Well, yeah, really, yeah.
God, I bet he bores the arse off them penguins. Imagine him saying, oh no, here comes Paul.
It's a very well-designed thing, isn't it, the penguin thing? Sorry, that's not very well put, is it? But the penguin room, what is it called? What's it called?
Enclosure.
The penguin enclosure.
The penguin room? Well, they got a small bed sitting, Lewisham.
But it was designed by some famous architect, wasn't it?
Yeah, Lubetkin.
Lubetkin.
Yeah. It's all right for African penguins, but for
Is
the
it?
cold ones, it's...
Penguins come from Africa? I
Our ones
thought they
do,
came
yeah.
from the North Pole.
North, no. South, some of them, but most of them don't come from Antarctica.
So they live in hot countries?
Well, the black-footeds are from South Africa.
But they have to have water all the time.
Yeah, there's a sea off of Africa.
Oh, yeah.
Geography as well.
Yeah. Well, why are they always moaning about not having enough water then?
Who, penguins?
No,
or...
the Africans. No one told them about the sea.
That's true. It would ruin a comic relief drought documentary. Penguins suddenly wandered across Lenny Henry.
Exactly.
Come and give your water. What are you doing here?
Let's get another question. I'm in the mood now.
Bloke over there in the blue shirt.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you ever use your star status to chat up women in bars or clubs or whatever?
Paul, stop writing stuff on the board. We haven't talked about it yet, for God's sake. No, but the thing about...
Sorry, I've been confused by Paul's symbols. Using what looks like an anus to status for chatting up women. You can use the other board, by the way, if you're worried about...
Look, let's listen to... Give this bloke his
Sorry,
shit. Paul's
sorry.
taken over the whole thing with his big beer.
On the same subject, would you two like to go back to ours tonight?
Hold on, who's ours?
Ours, yeah.
Where does your group
Oh, there's
end?
three of you. Three of you. You've had a threesome, haven't you?
Yeah, but I was one of the three.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome, yeah.
Who do you think I took back? The Bachelors.
I see your
Who
two...
remembers them? 4 people.
Your two friends have got their heads in their hands. Did you...
They might be embarrassed, I don't know.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you could have your heads in our hands after. It's,
I don't know.
it's not an idea I want to dismiss out of
Sorry,
hand.
is this the two of us? With the... Oh, I have to be naked with Frank? No, thank you.
You can take it in turns if you want.
With Frank?
We can take it in turns.
Kind of you. Well, Bagsy, me first.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that. All right, mate. Simon.
Yeah.
Sit down, Simon.
You all right, Simon?
I'm very well, thank you.
I think you can start the new board tonight, Simon.
Right, okay.
Okay, you're going to be all right with your coat on?
I've got to take it off.
Wait, just hang it on the back of the chair. There's a feeling of security guard in the air. Just make it...
What do you do, Simon?
I'll tell you something, he can iron.
God, blimey, yes.
That shirt is absolutely immaculate, isn't it? Do you know that restaurant Base in Hampstead that's really posh?
No.
Oh, you do.
I don't.
Anyway, I went in there. It's very posh. The people... You know, Dave used to say this thing about that some Jewish people were Jewish to the point of deformity.
Yes.
And some trendy people are as well. You know, people who are so trendy, they just can't hardly move. They just go... And they have horn rims and black roll-neck sweaters on, and they can't smile because it's not very fashionable. They just go... Well, it's full of them kind of people. And I walked in and I dropped my phone. I was with 2 people, and I dropped my phone. I looked down on the floor, and everything had dropped out my pocket. And on the floor, there was some chewing gum and an anusol suppository. And I was with a very... Everyone looked round, and I just thought, this is the worst thing that's ever happened in my life.
Did it actually have anusol written on it?
Yes. Oh. It was in its wrapping. It hadn't fell out. It fell out my pocket. Not out. I wasn't like some sort of Play-Doh fun factory. with it spiralling out. And I was with this very elegant French woman, and she reached in. I thought, please pick up the phone or the chewing gum, please pick... And she picked up the suppository and went, even this. I've no idea what it is, but it sounded so horribly grim and important.
No, stop it, Simon, stop yourself.
You can't swear, I think. It's not a tablet, anyway. It's like a small torpedo. It is. It is like a torpedo. I mean, without the fins. But it looks exactly like a... Have you not seen them? No. Hold on. Did you know this show gets 10% more viewers in Yorkshire than in the rest of the country?
Yeah.
We found that out today.
They're a little bit slow.
Thank you for that. Keep watching and don't forget to put out pig after.
Well, that's the end of our support in Yorkshire, isn't it?
Unless any farmers had a pig on fire, they'll be glad of that.
Yeah, they will. People weren't sure about that, but that's fair enough.
Well, I'm not sure about it, but usually it's there.
Do you know what I did today?
What did you do today?
I played tennis.
I like this. It feels like a comedy double act. It had to happen eventually.
I played tennis with Les Dennis, which... Tomorrow...
No,
I did. Tomorrow I hope to play chess with Rudolf Hess. And,
I'm afraid.
Is he? Golf with Harris Rolf. But, I'm sorry.
That's what it says in the phone book.
It does. But I played tennis with Les Dennis today. At Jonathan Ross's house. It was a bit of a show.
What a life you lead.
What a life. People are tutting. They're tutting because they think I'm name-dropping. But, you know, I'm a celeb. I can't help it. These are the people I meet from time to time.
There's three of you playing tennis. How did you split the teams?
Well, there was a non-celeb involved as well.
Oh, we don't want to hear about them.
Andy Davis was playing as well. Actually, he's not completely because he works with Jonathan on his radio show.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah, so... Anyway,
so what happened?
I played tennis with Les and I beat him.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
It's very sympathetic of you.
Yeah. I did.
God, nothing like hitting a man when he's down, is there?
You know.
Did you have those electric line markers, except instead of beeping it went...
I prefer to play a person who's in terrible emotional crisis.
Yes.
I think that's better. But Jonathan told me this story, which I'm not sure I can tell on television, but I'm going to
don't
anyway.
Start it and say that.
No, well, I am going to tell it then. Apparently, I don't know if you read this in the paper, but apparently when Neil Morrissey, who I've got to mention in this context, was on They Think It's All Over, Jonathan made this joke, which they didn't put out, whereby he said, I'm going to go home quickly now to my wife before Neil gets there, right? And apparently, they cut the joke out, and Neil, after him, said, you shouldn't have said that. What about poor old Les? Neil Morrissey said, what about when you were shagging his wife, Neil? What about poor old Les then?
I think you're right, you shouldn't have said that.
Should I not?
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Can't see you playing tennis with him.
Does anyone want to be the secretary tonight? Who would like to do
Why
that?
don't we pick one instead of getting a volunteer?
No, that lady
No,
there.
no, she's one of my stalkers.
Oh, is she?
She is.
Oh, we should have her then. Then I think we should have her.
No, she's a stalker.
I think
She
we
is
should have her.
honest.
I'd like to meet her.
I'm not a stalker! He encourages me!
Are you John Stalker?
She's got a book. She's got a book of photos.
Yeah, of who? Of me? Can you hear that bloke? You have to
He's
put the
the one
mic...
that gave me a lift. I didn't give him one.
What is this all about?
I had to give you a lift. You were in my garden.
What was your car doing in your garden?
That's where I park it now. I can't... Should we encourage stalking?
Yes. What's your name?
Ali.
Ali. Right, OK. And how long have you been stalking Frank?
For about 11 years.
What,
but I
professionally?
No, I'm thinking of giving up the day job and taking it up professionally.
I don't think
Yeah.
you should have her as a secretary. You're quite right.
I think we should now. It's gone this way.
Oh, dear. Hello, Ali. You all right?
Yeah, no.
There he is. Go and stalk him. Go on. There he is.
Hello, Frank.
Hello, Ali. How are you?
He lives in Belsize Park.
Shut up!
All these things.
Hey?
You know, I can honestly say that I only moved into Belsize Park, so that when people say, where do you live now, I say, I live in Belsize Park, but before you live there, they have to check your bell size. That's why I moved there, for that joke. Terrible waste of time. So this bloke here with the other one who had the other half of that bottle of gel. What are you saying about Ali's photo collection?
Oh, she's got a little book in there. You should have a look.
She's got a book of photos of
real photos. She's so proud of it.
Calm down.
You got it with you?
Yes.
You got it with you?
Yes.
Can I have a look? Only because you were showing your friends.
Oh dear.
Well,
am I naked?
oh dear.
Let's have a look.
They're just, yeah, it's fantastic.
This is
sign
what a friendly I am. Hold on.
That's nice.
Can we get it?
And there's a severed head on the next
Hold
one.
on. Try camera 6.
Now, can you see? You can't. Yeah, I'm showing it to camera. That's why. Calm
There's
down.
just lots and lots of photos of me outside the stage door at the Whitehall Theatre, where I am performing in company with Elvis. Right, they're all the same, aren't they?
Ali should be on the sofa.
You should not speak.
There you go, Ali.
What exactly do you mean by that?
David should be on the
You say she doesn't fit in that chair.
David could do it.
It wasn't me who said it, Look, this woman's ruined my life.
I actually had
Killed 4 girlfriends.
I had an
I
idea
didn't know you'd had 4 girlfriends.
She's turned. She's turned. OK, maybe not killed, but punctured. So what do you do for a living, Ali? You're a nanny, aren't you? I knew that.
You're stalking
You're a nanny?
me. He knows
God.
I'm a nanny.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're a nanny. Do you think you'll get any employment after this show at all?
I'd like to apologise in advance to Fran and Julian.
OK. Are they the children or the parents?
The parents.
OK. Fran and Julian.
Fran and Julian now thinking, actually, maybe Louise Woodward isn't such a bad person. Can I ask, did you ever use the phrase stalker for erection when you were a young man?
Stonker, I think.
Oh,
not stalker.
see, in Birmingham we said, you know, I had a bit of a stalker.
Really? So just... Did it look at all like that at all?
No, it's really like that. She's a person.
I'm sorry, I beg your pardon.
Never you mind, Ali. What are you going to write? I'm a stalker.
Shall we have a
Lovely
question?
smile you've got, though, Ali. You're a good sport. But stop stalking me, you're frightening me.
Shall we have a question from that bloke over there?
At the end of the film Sixth Sense, it turns out that Bruce Willis is a ghost.
Yeah.
But Frank, can you just explain to everyone?
Seen it.
Can you just explain why you danced like that on the Tom Jones thing last night?
On the Tom Jones thing. Why I dance like it? Because, you know, Tom was
Can
rocking.
you show people
Hang
who
on,
missed it?
how is that related to...
It's not,
the
that was
Sixth
the humour.
Sense? Oh, you're just giving away the ending for the sake of it. Right, OK.
Bruce, that's real. I haven't seen that film. It's really
Oh, it's
spoiled it
good.
for me.
The ending's the best bit, though, but
It
it's
doesn't
good.
really make sense, though, the ending of it.
Do you not think?
Look, we're about to go into the commercial break.
Oh.
So I think it's a conversation probably best had during the adverts.
Let's have another question. You, sir.
Hold it. Oh, wait for that. Oh, that's... What?
What really gets your goat?
What really gets our goat? Are you the pearly king?
What gets our goat?
Nothing really gets my goat, really.
That's not true.
Nothing really annoys me. Nothing gets my goat. I'm a very sunny person.
What about this?
Oh, no, I hate that. I really...
See, nothing annoys me. I hate that.
that he does, particularly just before we go on, of going, like that.
That's because I get overexcited.
You do that. You do this other thing. You don't notice when you get overexcited. I've noticed you move your eyebrows. Like, you move them like this really quickly, and you don't know you're doing it. And you look like a sort of Thunderbird puppet or something.
When I'm in the rainforest, they'll be going like at the bloke's bottom lips will be going. We'll be fat. We'll whip up quite a breeze, I should think, between them.
It's an involuntary motion. It's a bit like, and I'm sorry to slightly lower the tone again, but I apparently, when I have an orgasm, my toes go like this. Apparently. And yeah, I've tried doing it the other way round. I've tried making my toes go like that and see if that makes me have an orgasm, but it doesn't work. But
Your toes like curl in.
yeah, they curl in, and
Does mine do that if a doctor rubs like a lollipop stick up the base of my foot?
How often does that happen?
Sometimes, well, I don't know. Sometimes quite often. They're real pranksters, these doctors.
There is something else, actually, that we don't generally do on this show, but in this case I'm going to have to do, which is there is a brilliant lookalike of me, or as I used to be in the audience, which is this gentleman. It's such a brilliant lookalike. I was so drawn to him, I actually knocked over a light here. But this, you just look so much like I did when I was 15. It's just... Have you got an old album with me?
I'm putting the light back. You carry on talking.
What?
This is the light that tells us when it's half-time, you see. So if this light goes, we're in big trouble.
You think he looks like Frank?
Yeah. No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
He looks like Jasper Carrot.
Shall we choose a secretary while we're about it? You, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry, that was so close. All right. Sit down.
Your name is Aaron Shakespeare?
It is, yeah.
OK, good. Have you taken cocaine tonight, Aaron?
No.
You seem very upbeat.
Well, I've had a bottle of Coke.
Have you?
Yeah.
A whole bottle of it? You said you had a whole bottle.
And your name's Aaron Shakespeare?
It is, yeah.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, Aaron's a good name.
Yeah.
God, something's really cheered you up.
Yeah.
Well, you were actually pointing out your mate, weren't you, Aaron? Isn't that right? Your mate with the red, with the pink hair?
Alan. Yeah, I just wanted to bring attention to his hair.
Yes, it's my natural colour, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, it is. Come on.
Now, you are gay, aren't you?
And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. Come on. And I cross my legs this way.
It was a complete shot in the dark, ladies and gentlemen.
We all know.
Blimey.
I'm glad you're proud of it.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with being proud of it, but...
There was a time you could be... I remember the days when you could be proud of heterosexuality, but now...
Well, it's so passé. Okay.
It is. I have to keep my light under a bushel.
Really? Bushel?
Yes, actually, it is Gary Bushel. Which would hide the Great Fire of London.
I'm quite sad you aren't the secretary, really, I have to say.
Oh, no. I could be.
Should we swap?
No. I'm not going to get rid of Aaron, just like that.
What's your name?
Alan.
Really?
Alan and Aaron?
You could be a double act.
It's a double act, really.
We are really.
Can I just ask you something? Oh, you are? God, it's like yesterday's show. How long have you two been going?
Aaron's trying to make a point.
Oh, no, I was going to say, in a double act, you always have a straight man, and that's me.
Oh, you're the straight.
I'm the straight.
Ooh, very good.
Is it a which one's Horace and which one's Doris kind of thing?
Don't go there.
I'm not going to go there.
There's nothing wrong with
Two
Doris
nice
Day.
people, a very nice chap here with an interesting name, and a very lovely man here whose sexuality is his own business.
Yes.
Or it was until about
And
3
5
minutes
million
ago.
other people.
Yeah. But they won't tell anyone.
No, of course.
You've told your parents, presumably, or...
No, actually, but they know now.
And
There we
They won't be
go.
watching.
They're probably not even in the country, so...
No?
No.
They probably aren't now. They'll be mixing the tar and getting the feathers ready.
Well, yes. But they're not Jewish, so it's all right.
They're not Jewish?
They're not Jewish.
Oh, well, there you go, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Are you Jewish?
No, I'm not.
No, you wouldn't be if they are.
No, well, exactly.
Doesn't make much sense, does it?
Does that mean they're gay?
It might be.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, I don't want to dwell on this, but I'm interested in your mannerisms, because obviously that's how I picked up on it. But,
Well, obviously.
No, but I am interested in that all that business that you do. Did you work on that, or...?
Well, actually, no, now you come to mention it, I think I should let the public know there is a school that we all go to.
Right.
And, like, it's like 28 lessons. And you know, after that, you're like that.
Really? It's like Graham Norton, the headmaster, or something.
Actually, he was in the year above me, so there you go.
Yeah. And do you have summer camp?
We have camp every day of the year.
I just met Ronan Keating outside.
Did you?
Yeah, because this is not a theatre for anyone else. This is London Studios where we do this, and he's doing, I think, the Joe Wiley show, probably on the other channel now that I've just advertised.
He's someone else I've never much cared for.
Well, he growls, as you say, but he sort of went respect to me like this, but he missed me completely. And he almost hit me in the face. It was
To get chinned by Ronan Keating. A bloke offered Britney Spears $7.5 million to have sex, and she turned him down.
Yeah, but $7.5 million is pocket money for Britney Spears, isn't it?
Yeah, but for one quick rub out.
Is that what he wanted, just a rub out?
That was the phrase he used.
I don't actually know what a rub out is.
Well, it's sexual intercourse, for goodness sake.
Oh, right, it wasn't...
$7.5 million, though. But apparently she's going to wait till her wedding night for she
Yeah,
has sex.
I've heard that.
That's great in a way, I think. Don't you?
You've been very reactionary tonight, haven't you?
No, I think it's a nice, refreshing check. Because I was told about it in the office and people saying, well, you know, you need to know if you're compatible and that. But have you ever had sex with someone and thought, whoops, we're not compatible?
Anyway, Ronan
do you think when Britney finally loses it, she'll go, oh?
Is that what she does?
Yeah, she does that a lot.
Does she? Yeah. Anyway, Ronan Keating, have I told you this? I met him once before.
I've just thought of her because because Ronan Keating didn't. Am I right? He didn't have sex till he was married either.
Didn't he?
Ronan Keating.
What do you think about that, Alan?
He's Irish, what can I say?
Yeah.
They're completely fucked up, aren't they?
No, forget it, Alan. You've, yes.
Yeah. I've lost the whole...
You've done a terrible thing.
Take the mic away is probably at this stage.
I don't know what to know. It's like having your dad on again.
Yes.
Let's have another question.
Am I ever going to tell my Ronan Keating story?
Oh, sorry, you got a Ronan Keating
No, it's all right.
story.
It's all right. Let's have a question from that bloke.
Me?
Yeah.
What's the worst mistake you've ever made in your life?
Asking Alan to speak just now.
That's probably up there. That's well up there.
What about you?
It's off, isn't it? Worst mistake I've ever made?
Yeah.
This. Next. What about that bloke with the shiny head?
Frank, why do you always do that every now and again?
Yeah, you do that, actually. That is true.
Why?
Do I do that?
Yeah,
you do.
Why not?
Often when you're doing a little impression of someone.
You said something controversial and you go,
Let me think. I think I'm trying to stop myself doing that. I find the two against each other can cancel that out. But if one slips, I'm in there. But I got through that whole conversation, I only did it twice, that's pretty good. But it's interesting, well observed. Can I just say, you have got a bit of a shiny head. And the makeup woman said to me the other night, can you not get questions from people who are bald, because it looks a bit messy.
Oh, looks a bit messy?
Yeah, because they shine.
Oh, dear. There's a bald bloke over there. What do you think about that, sir? And please don't swear. What do you think? That's awful, isn't it? Do you want a bit of powder for your... It's dreadful that bald people should be...
He doesn't mind. No, sod him. Yeah, wear a hat. That's what she did.
She's not bald, though, is she? Are you bald under that? No. You look like Max Miller. What's that?
Max Miller.
Is it Max Miller? No, yeah.
Yeah, you do look exactly like Max Miller. If you and Max Miller stood side by side, you wouldn't know the difference.
I think it was Max Wall, I remember. You still don't look much like him either, to be honest.
No, Max Miller was right.
Anyway, Ronan Keating, shall I tell this story now? I feel a lot's resting on it now, and it could well be rubbish. But he was being very friendly, but I met him once before, And he was being very friendly and very nice. He said, I like everything you've done. You're great. You're really great. And then it went on for about 5 minutes. At the end of it, he said, the thing I really like what you've done is the writing you did for Blackadder. And I thought... How embarrassing, I thought, right? I said, what I like about you is how you play up front for England. But
you think he looks like Shearer?
He does look a bit like Alan Shearer, don't you think? No? Oh, well, OK, some people laughed. They must have agreed with me. Perhaps they didn't.
No, I don't think
he did think I was Ben Elton, though. That was what he thought.
Did you see Coronation Street tonight?
I didn't see... I don't watch Coronation Street.
It was so sad tonight. Anyone here see it? Yeah. You know that dopey woman who's married to Kevin Webster? Alison. Yeah, sorry? Why?
Yeah, have you videoed it?
It's been on.
I know, but I'm typing it.
Yeah.
Anyway, the baby died. You're better to know in advance, because it knocked the stuffing out of me. I didn't see it coming. And at the end of it, they didn't have any music over the credits at the end.
Yeah.
They just had her and Kevin. Well, they weren't doing that, because... they were doing that. They'd still got it. And they're sitting in a room, and they were both sobbing, and it was just complete silence. And I thought, oh, this is the most sad thing. And then it goes... diddle-a-doo, and a little chocolate man. I thought for one night they could have let... It's the chocolate man. Come for the dead babies. Oh, it's horrible. But it's very sad. Watch it anyway, it's really sad.
Someone just told me, is this correct, that it's died of a genital infection, apparently? That's what someone just out there told me.
Well, she had something wrong with her and the baby caught it.
Right.
If it had grown up, it would have just gone... Which is what she does all the time, isn't it? For the best. But it is sad.
Oh, you're right there.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you watch Coronation Street, Aaron?
No. Lost on you, then, was that all that?
Yeah, well...
This week's a good week to watch. It's really dramatic stuff.
Right.
If you've ever thought, God, I wish I could get into Coronation Street, obviously you could have got
I wish I could get into Alan.
You could have got in as... Can I ask you, are you writing notes on this, mate? The young boy under the cameras, says he, helping the...
What, have you got O-level in Baddiel and Skinner Unplanned?
Yeah.
Are you writing a review?
But I do have breasts and I am a girl.
Do you?
Can I just apologise for Frank scarring you for life?
Oh, get some makeup on. What do you think you are? Hey? It's Baddiel and Skinner Unplanned, not bloody Greenham Common.
What?
Look, they wanted equality.
What's your name, Sonny?
Don't be horrible now.
My name is Laurie, old man.
Oh,
Laurie. Is it Laurie?
Yes. It's a genderless
ambiguous name.
Yes.
Could be, yeah.
Yes.
But I must say you're very articulate.
Thank you.
What are you writing?
What are you? An articulated Laurie joke, Laurie. Yeah, but what are you
Didn't go
writing?
unnoticed.
What are you writing?
Almost on telly, maybe, if I'm good.
Do you want to be the secretary? Is an application to be the secretary?
No.
Right, is it a
Very much
poem?
like to. No, it's a sketchbook.
Right.
Oh, God, no, that's my nosebleed.
God, blimey.
Well, thanks for coming, Laurie. I've always said it's a good thing they're out in the community.
I did a PhD once. I didn't finish it, but I used to have to go to the British Library. And my PhD was in Victorian sexuality. I thought this is the one place where if I'm going to get books about sexuality, they'll be fine about it. They won't, give me any grief or embarrassment about it. And there's a central bit in the British Library where you go to get your books. Apparently, some of the books in the British Library which are about sex, they've got a little X attached to them because obviously that's the letter that always gets attached to sex, right? So I thought, well, this will be fine. It's the British
What about
Library.
the pools, Cooper?
Apart from that, yes. This will be fine, right? The bloke will just take it...
It gives a whole new meaning to Littlewoods. As Basil Brush used to say, come on. Come on, Mr. David.
Oh, dear. So anyway, the bloke who took the stiff, he looked at it, and instead of just passing it back or whatever, he went, oh, hot stuff.
In the British Library?
British Library! In the minute everyone started looking around at this bloke going...
And did you still take it out? The pornography?
I did indeed take the pornography out.
Because I found that
it was a copy of Asian Babes.
Oh, yeah?
No, it wasn't. It was, in fact.
I'm a shaven ravers man myself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, like an oven-ready turkey. So I found out that they have a copy of every magazine that's published in Britain. They have a copy, that week's copy, in the British Library. So they had, like, Razzle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly,
no, they do. Bound copies.
Yeah. Well, I asked for laminated. They hadn't got them.
Do you want to be the secretary to write any of this rubbish down, or...?
No, because I think she's a bit odd.
Do you? I quite like her.
Just a nosebleed.
I quite like her.
Yeah, it was just a nosebleed. That's... Yeah.
I'm quite
David
tempted by
likes me.
Laurie, myself.
David likes you.
Yeah. Oh, God, he's fallen over. She's fallen over. Let's have Laurie. Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay.
big hand for Laurie. Oh, dear. Oh, I never thought you were going to get down here, Laurie. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Hello. I'm fine. A bit tired.
Oh, yeah.
This is Frank.
Oh, hello.
All right.
Let's go and sit over there. It's all right. Was it a mistake?
Don't know what happened.
Blimey.
Settled?
Fine.
Good.
You have to speak into the mic.
Oh.
You sure you
Gotcha.
weren't in Oliver?
It's a woman.
I know. Sorry. I must stop going on about it. What do you actually do, Laurie?
Not much, really. Most of what I do involves Y-fronts, but it's just because I'm an art student, so it's required.
Involves Y-fronts?
Don't
Okay.
even. I tried to talk you out of it, bro. Now you do it. And on your head beat, my friend.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Shall we... Are you all right there, Laurie?
Fine.
Good, OK. Shall we have our first question?
Fine.
You, over there. Yes, you lovely lady there.
Can you sum each other up in 3 words?
3 words, but without swearing?
Yeah.
Jewish.
Catholic.
Fat-throated.
Is that one word?
It's a compound.
Slim-hipped.
And then there's that thing about you needing to hold your balls during sex. That, I think.
It's not me needing to do it. I normally get someone else to do it. Don't imply.
Hey, tell me about it. Sometimes 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
I've been woken in the night. Come on, old days.
Integral part of my personality, that is.
It is. It shocked me when you said that.
Well,
I'm not
said,
often shocked.
Well, you said you'd never heard of it. What?
It's all right.
Frank.
Yeah.
You said you'd
have
never...
Have you got a polo mallet?
Leave Laurie alone. You said you'd never heard of such a thing.
I've never heard of it. I don't know if you want to talk about it on telly because it's a bit crude.
Well, you brought it up.
Yeah, but I brought it up in a kind of a... no, you see, no, you don't kind of a way.
Let's have a question. We haven't had a question yet. Have we?
That
man
bloke
over
looks a
there
bit
who looks a bit like me.
We're ready now.
Hello, sir.
Hello. I've got a question on behalf of a friend.
Yes.
And it
You
might
sure
be-
that isn't just you?
No, it's a friend, definitely.
Oh, God, we've got some light over there at last. That's
Thank
good.
you.
Carry on.
Have you forgotten it?
No, I'm just kind of like tentative about it because
Oh,
it's going
no.
to be a bit dangerous.
It's not very rude, is it?
No, not at all.
OK. Go on, but we just won't
Mr.
answer if it's-
Baddiel.
Yes.
Oh, right. I'll go
Is
then.
this about
you?
Is this about my past?
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's about your present.
Oh, get on with it, mate.
I'm trying to. You're stopping me.
Truth.
Are you to Mr. Skinner as Andrew Ridgeley is to George Michael?
Oh.
Now, this is on behalf of someone else. I didn't ask this.
Yes.
I had a much nicer question asked.
Why didn't you ask the nicer question?
No, this one really tickled me. I only had to know the answer.
Right. In many ways, yes, mate. Actually, talking about Andrew Ridgeley. Talking about Andrew Ridgeley, is he, when he was on Fantasy...
I wouldn't even answer that question. It's
Wouldn't
so
you?
tossy.
It is tossy.
I think it's a horrible question.
It's kind of you.
In fact,
I'm sorry.
if the director can just take the camera off me for 1 minute.
It's kind of of you.
It's
It's
always
kind of
the
you.
blokes, isn't it?
It is always the blokes.
Women
but-
always ask sensible, interesting questions. Blokes ask stupid questions. I'll tell you something that happened to me, and this will really make you think, wow, he's sexy, isn't he, Frank? And you'll be crazy about me.
Is this the disgusting story that
No,
you...
no.
Oh, right.
No, this is you know, sometimes when you're on the telly, right, one of the perks of being a so-called celebrity is that people send you free stuff. So people go on the telly and say, I really like those Jaguar cars, and then they get a free one, right? Anyway, I had a parcel come the other day. This is absolutely true. I don't know if you know about this. I had a parcel, and it was 4 tubes of anusol.
Fantastic.
Because...
That'll do you for a whole evening, then.
Because I mentioned it on the telly.
No, I think I might mention some high-class prostitutes. And see if I get sent some of those.
Oh, yeah. But if they need any anus, call me. No, it was great, though. Including some suppositories and some straight out the tube.
Oh, really?
Right. A sort of an anusol selection box.
Shall we pick a secretary?
Oh, I wouldn't mind a question first.
Really?
But if you want to pick a secretary, Dave, that's all right by me.
No, you blame me for the secretary every night.
No.
If you want to pick one...
I
you
thought last
pick one.
night's secretary was very nice.
Yeah. There's a bloke over there who keeps on raising his wife or girlfriend's arm. Oh, now his own arm for the secretary.
You want your wife to be the secretary? Girlfriend?
Girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah?
She's got the glasses and the haircut and everything.
Of
Yeah,
what?
But if you have
The
someone...
secretary.
Yes. But if she looks like she doesn't want to do it,
She's very good at it, though.
you got to stop forcing her to do things she doesn't want to do. That's not the way forward in a relationship.
Sorry.
What about... But if you... What's your name, that bloke's girlfriend?
Carolyn.
Carolyn.
Bruce?
If you want... I think you'll find that's your Alsatian. Well, if you want to be secretary, Carolyn...
No, I
You know,
don't want to do
stop
it.
speaking for her. This is the
Bruce,
21st
Bruce,
century.
And he'd much prefer to do it.
I don't think we should have either of you at this rate.
Well, Carolyn seems quite nice, but he seems a bit pushy.
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, he's getting angry now. He looks a bit of a nasty piece of work to me. Have you ever beaten anyone up so badly they had to go into hospital? Yeah.
OK, but let's have you as the secretary. Hello, mate. What's your name? Bruce. You're Bruce. Ah, right. This is Frank.
Hello.
Frank, Bruce. You've got a bit of a cold? Thanks. OK, do you want some... Have we got any Lemsip anywhere?
We can probably get you a Lemsip, Bruce.
Oh, that'd be lovely, yeah.
You have to hold the mic up here. Don't
That'd
worry
be
about
lovely.
passing on any germs. That's it. OK.
What
Can we get Bruce a Lemsip?
Who are you looking at? You just do that showbiz look off.
I like the idea that the people at home thinking we have, like, footmen.
We have like the chemist over there.
I'll get one straight away, Bill. That was Gail again.
Dear. What do you do, Bruce, apart from speak for your girlfriend? What do you do?
I make films.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Pornographic films or what?
Short films.
Short films. Short blue films. Yes, I've made that point already.
Now, there's a woman there. You see that? This woman here with the... well spotted, the microphone person. She's doing that thing that kids do in school when they go... like, no one will know I'm speaking. What were you... do you know, Bruce? What were you saying then?
You're just picking her out like a teacher, aren't you? Come on, if you've got something to say it in front of everyone.
Just a minute, are you chewing? So what... Are they quite serious films, Bruce?
No, mainly comedies.
They're comedies?
Yeah.
You're advertising now, aren't you?
No.
No, OK. OK.
Not a double Lemsip. It's on its way. OK.
I met a bloke who said he knew you today, by the way. And he said to me, I'm a friend of Frank's. And I thought, are you? Do you remember Roy from the gym?
Yeah, but...
It's one of those blokes.
This is a bit difficult now, because Roy might be watching, but Roy's a bloke who comes to me and says, hello, Frank, how are you? And I say, oh, all right. And now he's my best mate.
Oh,
I had a terrible... I was... Shall I tell him that story?
Tell him that story, yeah.
OK, this is...
you just want to say, before you tell it,
yeah.
Roy said to me... don't worry about him. Roy said to me, it must be great for you to get away to the gym and not have people speaking to you all the time. I thought, yeah, Roy, it is, right? And then he said to me, what do you think, Alan? And this is about the third time in my life that someone's thought my name's Alan.
How do you account for that?
I don't know. Sugar. No, not Alan Sugar.
Perhaps they think you're
Or you just saying
Alan.
sugar to me in a friendly... anyone want to ask a question?
Why won't you talk about the football that happened?
Because we're not allowed to.
It's our rule. Yeah, don't come in here changing the rules. Why don't you make a film that someone wants to watch? Sorry, Bruce. You might make brilliant films for all I know.
What's the title of one of your films, Bruce? You can't remember.
Green Monkey?
Pre-Monkey?
Green Monkey.
Green Monkey? No, I haven't seen that one.
You wouldn't have done.
Isn't
But
that...
why won't you talk about football?
Well, you've been burnt for that question once, Roy.
Well, we don't have to send you back to Caroline from when she came. But that's the rule.
Yeah, the rule is...
Believe me, half the country's thinking, let's put any programme on where they're not talking about football. They'll be glad tonight.
That's fair enough.
OK. Do you get actors in your film saying, Bruce, just a thought, the monkey, couldn't it be grey?
The Queen and Princess Margaret came to see this show, right? And basically, Prince Edward came down to see everyone who was in the show beforehand, and this is what he said: if the Queen speaks to you, you must call her Your Majesty, and then after that, Ma'am. And if Princess Margaret speaks to you, you must call her Your Highness, and then after that, Ma'am, right? So I was trying to remember that, and at the time, I had a big hairdo. I had a big kind of Robert Smith of The Cure hairdo, right? So I didn't think anything of that. Then after the show, we did the show, and the Queen came and spoke to her. She's got a very odd handshake, the Queen. It's just like that. Just like a tiny little thing.
It is if you've got big, horrible, greasy hair. It's like that. Glad, I'm just off to Unplanned. My evening job.
But anyway, she didn't say anything to me.
There's a bit of drama there.
Hang on, listen. She didn't say anything to me, the Queen, right? But then Princess Margaret shook my hand, and then this is true. She said, "Oh, I recognise you from your hairdo," right? And I was so shocked by the fact that she'd spoken to me, I couldn't remember what to call her. So I actually said, "Oh, do you, Princess Margaret?" Honestly, she looked at me like, "Who's that?" I would have said that to her in years.
What's great about that? It sounds like you're a bit pissed. Oh, do you? Princess Margaret. It's funny you just said Princess so-called Margaret. That woman in the back row who looks a bit like Mike Baldwin's bride-to-be.
Thanks. I was going to say, there was
something wrong with Martelli, isn't there? Sorry, carry on.
There was a thing in the paper about the Queen and there was some drugs found in her kitchen. Now, do you think this was totally innocent or do you think she likes a little puff on the quiet?
Yeah, I think she likes heroin as well. I think, and crack. I wouldn't be surprised.
Speaking of her like a little puff on the quiet, weren't you at college with Prince Edward?
I was. I was, yeah. I was at college with Prince Edward, who, by the way, I don't think is gay, because there was a... Well, because he's married now, obviously, so can't be. And, and also, I knew someone at college who was having an affair with him, who was a woman. So...
And what was her name, Dave?
Her name was Katie Firshpan.
You can't say that.
Why not? It was ages ago. Do you think the tabloids might be interested? She once told me as well, Katie Firshpan once told me that she was...
Best thing that's ever happened on television.
Oh.
Keep talking.
What's happening?
I'm just going to get Bruce's lemsip.
Oh, it's actually got a lemsip.
We'll get that down, yes, sir. How's your cold? Mine's getting better.
Television history, the crowd go wild when we get a lemsip out.
And be careful, remember... The title is a suggestion of how it should be drunk. If it was called Lem Gulp...
Are we going to be sent loads and loads of Lemsip now?
Oh, that'll be exciting. I'll put a bit in your anus. Then I'll be in for a rough passage.
Yeah. Shall we pick a secretary? Or last show, might as well.
Go on, then.
So you always complain about my choice of secretary.
Well, I imagine the secretaries would be attractive young women.
Yeah, well, every night you say, shall we pick a dolly bird tonight? He actually uses the phrase dolly bird.
Well, that's because I'm old.
Yeah, that's why.
I am essentially one of the likely lads.
Yeah.
So you could say dolly bird and it wasn't offensive. What do you think dolly bird is that no longer accepted?
You've got to ask me dolly bird that. There's no point
No, I'm asking. You're already happy with that?
You're happy with that?
Oh, OK. All right. Fair enough. There's that bloke who looks like you if you'd been on a desert island.
Shall we have this?
Can I just... Hold on, can I just borrow these? Come here. Come there, mate.
Tell you what, mate.
Look at that.
Go and sit down.
If you sit there.
Hold on, sir. You're not looking like that anyway. Can I just ask?
Oh, you put a mic on, Dave.
Hold on, excuse me, mate. Excuse me, is this your girlfriend? Your wife? Hello, love.
Yeah, but... if anyone tunes in there, they'll think, what the... I'll tell you what.
Someone turned over for a second.
Sit next to it there.
I've got a question. When you two were living together...
Can you put the mic on him? Put the mic on him!
When you two were living together, did you ever do it, or what? Moving on.
I've got a question for Frank. This is the first time your ears have looked like the caricature, by the way. Was it true about that 20 million quid, Frank?
No comment.
Right, that's it.
OK, that's it.
Big hands for these.
You did a great job there. Well done.
What's your name? Simon. Simon. Hello, gentlemen.
I really
hope someone turned over at the first part of the show and then turned back again.
God, thought, someone just put the telly on and thought, it's killing them, this show, you know.
Yeah, the first time I saw Frank, the first time I lived with Frank was in the Edinburgh Festival in about 1992 or something, and there was an Edinburgh Festival local news programme on which he was on, and they had a little bit of his stand-up, and he was watching it, and he was pissing himself laughing. But what was brilliant about it was as if he'd never heard the jokes before. It wasn't just pissing, it was like, oh my God, I couldn't know I was going to do that.
It was the delivery, though. Honestly, I was absolutely cracking up. Yep. It's a bloke at the back who didn't actually put his arm down after the last one. That's how keen he is.
During the course of your show, have you had any problems? Have everything gone to plan?
There is no plan.
There is no plan.
So if I did this...
Oh. That you said that bloke's had his hand up since the last question. We must go and ask him what he wants.
Why? Whenever someone takes their clothes off like that, why is it always an ugly fat bloke? Just in case it works again, yes. Yes, go on.
Are we just moving on? Did we see any of that bloke's parts? We didn't. I did. I did. Yeah, I did as well.
Yeah.
I did. And I'm expected to carry on. I feel quite ill.
Could have been a lot worse.
I don't think it could.
What I want to know is, why did he put a wig on first?
Very good question. Also, did he have his clothes arranged in a kind of Velcro way?
He did. But he thought, actually, I don't want to be recognised doing this. Anyway, what are you doing? Because well, the show's about to end now. What are you doing next, Dave?
Oh, sorry, you're asking me?
Yeah.
I've drifted off a bit.
We're going to have to do a song in a minute.
We are going to have to do a song. 22. 16 Lion Sleeps Tonight.
22.
The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Fantastic. It's over there. 33. And I'd like to dedicate this to the bloke in the curly wig. That reminds me, I must get some winkles on the way home. I'm so easily pleased. Sorry, we started.
What do you think? Don't you recognise
People
it?
keep saying to me, I wish we could hear more of Dave's piano playing. It sounds quite good. In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
All right.
Come on, we've got 30 seconds. In the jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. It's the high bit. Oh, in my way, 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 oh, in my way. Oh, in my way, oh, in my way, oh, in my way, oh, in my way. Good night, everybody. Thanks a lot. And let's beat Germany on Saturday.